Since the state of New York legalised gay marriage, it has brought $259 million to their economy. So I asked the panel this. If Tony Abbott is all for small business, then why doesn't he agree with the 72% of Australians who agree with legalising gay marriage and also bring these added funds to our kind of failing economy?
Let's ask an economist to start us off. So, Judith.
Well, I'm not sure you'd be doing it for the economic multiplier effect, but I mean, I think that...
But you maybe could.
Absolutely.
Well,
If he's right.
Well, I mean, I guess it's true that you would increase the number of formal ceremonies and all the bells and whistles attached to it. It's a philosophical position, and I think it's right that, you know, we should respect the diversity of views in this debate. I personally am in favour of it. But, you know, I equally respect people who are not. And so, you know, I'm hoping that, you know, there will be a mature getting together of the parliament as opposed to the sort of political parties for this to happen. So, yeah, maybe those wedding planners and the like are just sharpening their pencils and thinking
Let me go, Jack Charles, I know it might be a bit late in life to consider marriage. But,
Well, never too late.
Exactly. I'm not expecting a proposal here, but what I am about to say is that would you consider, if this legislation is through, getting hooked up, married?
And I'm not looking really, but it's going to happen. You know, Australia's you know, come of age in this issue, and it will happen down the track. You know, and there'll be a lot of joy, a lot of the heartaches for people who don't agree with it. But I believe that it's going to happen. It's inevitable.
It isn't one of the key things that the people who don't agree with it shouldn't regard moving in this direction as an affront to the, you know, the current marriage arrangement. No one, it doesn't diminish it, it doesn't alter it. In fact, arguably, it makes it more important because it becomes other and committed to each other. So, you know, I think that's one way. You know, I think there are some people who somehow seeing it as diminishing, you know, current marriages. I don't think that's right at all.
In fact, it could strengthen the sanctity of marriage, because so far the stats show that gay people and lesbian married couples actually get divorced less than straight couples.
I guess it's early days, Mary.
I mean, I think both sides are talking also about exempting religious institutions from forcing them to oversee a marriage of two people of the same sex, because that's what's happened in the United Kingdom. The Church of England is not required to sanctify.
Okay, Assistant Treasurer, you think it should be a stimulatory measure? That's quite a lot of money that flowed into the state of New York after the legislation passed.
Look, it all helps, dare I say.
Well, could I say this? It is flowing at the moment in our region. It's flowing to New Zealand. Yeah. A lot of people are going to New Zealand, taking their friends to have ceremonies there. And, you know, it's not about an economic decision, but that is something that will flow from it. But the important thing about the debate that I've seen, someone like Josh who's changed his mind, so have others, because people have been respectful in the debate. It's one of the reasons why I support a conscience vote, is because we need to be respectful and bring people with us on this journey. And it's happened, one by one. Colleagues and some who haven't come out, so to speak, in terms of their voting patterns, are ready to do so in coming days and weeks, because they've thought about it, they've spoken to people. Groups like PFLAG have played a really important role. That's the parents and friends of lesbian and gays. They've gone around and spoken about their experience, why even if their son or daughter doesn't want to get married particularly, they don't want to be told they don't have the right to get married. It really is about that basic belonging in society, and I think if we're going to tackle issues like homophobia that are big issues amongst young people, we need to do that by saying you are equally respected, and than I would have thought, frankly.
And constrained.